given how cold it was yesterday, I woke up this morning being like, I don't want to wear a short sleeve shirt. Even if it really is the only pink shirt I have and I have to wear pink on Wednesdays. But then wait, I'm indoors. Wow, that's really like it's one of those. That sound. Wow, that really wasn't a great way to start this video at all. Okay, so good morning and happy hump day, folks. Let's see. I would say that my low is, well, Chuggaaconroy still hasn't uploaded anything in a while because he's still working on the Battle Frontier. And for good reason. There's a lot to do in the Battle Frontier. Let's see, what's my high? You know what, I gotta say, I'm a real fan of Bert Kreischer's podcast, Something's Burning. And yesterday's episode had Antonio LaFaso and Andrew Zimmern on it. I mean, listen, Antonio LaFaso, the reigning TOC champ. Andrew Zimmern, one of my all-time heroes. I mean, what was not to love about that? It was great. Got to see that yesterday. And my act of kindness was I held the door for someone yesterday. That's what I did. So, where do I start? So, here's the thing. On the off chance Chuggaaconroy actually wasn't going to be able to do the Battle Frontier and make more videos on his Let's Play Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I actually did have a plan for today and tomorrow. Remember, the Masked Singer's over, so I can worry about that tomorrow too. Because last week I saw not one, but two stand-up specials of two of my favorite comedians. And normally I would love to be able to talk about them right away. Well, if we're being frank, I technically saw like three. The first one I saw a couple weeks ago. But because of the way, it works, I'm talking about the Masked Singer, Chuggaaconroy doing Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver, Versity Feast Hot Ones guest, any week there's a One Piece manga chapter. Again, I'm on like a set routine in that regard. Which, in one way, it's fine because I have something to talk about. But if there's something else I want to talk about, I have to take, what I normally do has to take precedent. So, for once, I'm actually pretty free. So, ooh. I'm trying to debate which one I should talk about first. Well, I guess the Sorry, I'm also a little bit tired, so if I'm not so quick on the draw, forgive me. You know what? I think it only makes sense to talk about the one I saw first, which was Bruce. Yes, I am familiar with his stand. I mean, listen. Anytime I ever talk about any stand-up specials that I've seen, I always make an effort to point out that people have different personalities and different senses of humor. You know, just because I find something funny, that doesn't mean you may find it funny yourself, and vice versa. But, I mean, because here's the thing, I was first introduced to Bruce watching Shannon Sharp's podcast, Club Shay Shay. And after I saw that, I looked up videos of Bruce doing stand-up. And yeah, he's awesome. In fact, he's so awesome that he's been featured in a few rap songs. I mean, here's the thing. A couple songs that, I mean, when you think of songs that Bruce is featured in, most people would think of OutKast. Because Bruce will tell you himself, OutKast were the ones that put him on the map in terms of like being in the public zeitgeist and people seeing him every day. Because he was in a couple of their movies that OutKast did, you know, At a While and Who's Your Caddy. But for me, I gotta go with when he was in their music video, So Fresh and So Clean. If you don't know, Bruce, really big guy, and he's made fun of himself for being a big guy. Of course, he'll do it in a way where, you know, because he messes with everybody. That's part of this thing. He messes with everybody. So he'll see like a big guy in the audience, and you know, he'll make it sound like he's making fun of the both of them, and really he's just making fun of the guy he's talking to. Man, seriously, Bruce is awesome. If you've never seen his stand-up, I highly recommend you check it out. But, anyways, I was saying, if you watch the music video for So Fresh and So Clean, he's the big guy dancing in the lavender suit near the end of the video, which, I mean, listen, Bruce he's got moves, dude. He does. You do that thing where, like, you do a thing with his hair, like that, and, he's, like, dancing, like, around, like he's doing that. It's great. Oh, man. I actually love watching that music video. However, Biggie Smalls actually featured Bruce in the song. It Hypnotized. Not entirely sure if I can actually say the lyrics. Because, partly because of copyright, and as a white guy, I'm not entirely sure if I can say it. But yeah, man, Bruce has a stand-up special on Netflix called I Ain't Playin', which is the first of his specials that I've ever seen. And, I mean, there are some things I am definitely going to have to be really careful about talking about on camera, just so I don't wind up getting in trouble. But again, it's Bruce typical stand-up. You know, he's making fun of everybody. In fact, he even said so himself how, you know, he'd get in trouble if, you know, he ever did what he was doing. He talked about how, you know, how he talked about how men will like constantly look at how pretty a woman is. Meanwhile, women are a lot less subtle about it. The way he described it was actually really great. Um, he talked about essentially being, a grandfather, which is really cool. What else did he talk about? Well, here's the thing. Every time Bruce closes out a show, he always makes an effort to say that he doesn't tell jokes. What he does is he tells true stories and make them funny. So, whenever he's done doing stand-up, this is essentially what he does. Yeah, he just walks off on stage. He just walks off the stage because, he's done telling his, again, he doesn't tell jokes. He tells stories that are true and makes them funny. So when he's done telling those stories, that's it. There's nothing else. Seriously, I mean, there's a lot of comedians that I gravitate towards. Not just because they're funny, but because their personalities just invoke that sort of warmth and give you that factor of you see this person and you're like, that guy's interesting. And Bruce is interesting in many ways. There were times I was watching his stand-up special on Netflix, and I mean, it really was hard. It really was hard for me to contain my laughter because it really felt like I was hearing something naughty in church. Man, I wish I got to see Bruce do more stuff. I really do. Other jokes I've heard him in the past, I've heard him say in the past involve, because here's the thing, yeah, Bruce is a pretty big guy. I mean, the entire time he's on stage, he's literally like sitting down on a stool. But he still got it, man. He does. He absolutely still got it. But, and again, he's a big guy, but it's not like he doesn't work out. Like, on Club Shay Shay, he even said, he really does work out a lot. Like, for real, what would be a really funny idea? If, Bruce is in a movie, and his character is being attacked, and, the main characters, rush to where he is, but off screen, Bruce just beat up the bad guys, and he's just standing exactly where he was when it cut to another scene. That'd be funny. Because that's actually the sort of thing I want to see. I wish Bruce did more stuff. I really do. I love watching Bruce. Man, I really wish, for that matter, I really wish this area had, stand-ups, like comedians do an hour of stand-up here. Because, seriously, the Clemens Center is such a beautiful stage. I mean, listen, we have, traveling Broadway shows come here. We've had, they've had concerts at the Clemens Center and shows and theater productions many times. Like, why not stand-up comedy too? Like, for real. If you had a stand-up, if any of my favorite comedians, and trust me, there are quite a few of them, ever did like stand-up at like the Clemens Center, I would immediately drop whatever my plans are and like, I'm gonna go see them perform. I totally am. But yeah, man, Bruce is he really is one of the funniest comedians you'll ever see. You know, don't let the fact like, well, actually, you know what? Feel free to remember the fact he's a big guy. Maybe if you get on his good side, he won't make fun of you. But for real, again, Bruce just evokes that sort of aura where, like, you want to watch him and you want to get to know more about him. Like, I mean, not to, I swear I'm not making this a theme here, but, you know, Gabriel Iglesias, you know, Fluffy, for instance. Like, again, invoking that aura of, you know, that person's interesting. I would like to see them, more. Like, that's what Bruce does. And if you ever get an opportunity to see, like, seriously, go to YouTube and watch any of Bruce's stand-up. Because I guarantee you, you're going to be laughing. I know I was. How about this video? And do you like to start a YouTube channel? Follow me on social media. As always, I'm very homie. This video for all you guys watching. Joe Renee. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Remember, if you guys want to talk to me, we're here to lend you always back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.